Okay, I'm doing a very fast example on master. And let's see how we do. We actually set our talents to spear and infantry. And the whole key is to keep those spearmen alive at all times. Which means they always need to be the one receiving no damage. Because as soon as you start losing troops, you are unable to finish it. Since there's 2 horses and 1 spear, I'm gonna go full spear. Of course, we're gonna put it on infantry spear. You shouldn't put it on infantry cavalry because then technically your spearmen start a little bit further in the back, making it even take longer before they start hitting. Okay, we have a little bit mixed. Might as well go for exactly the same. Not even gonna change anything. Should have enough health in my front line left to soak that damage as well, and we did, of course. Okay, still going with spear, but I'm gonna refresh this one because they don't need to lose their lives. Could do it like this, probably will make it just fine. Yep, good. Okay, next one is a mixed one again. I'm actually gonna start using a golden one now. I'm a lot stronger. I'm a little bit worried here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start sending a second backline, namely a horse. I'm gonna now switch to infantry cavalry. So whenever it goes wrong with my infantry, there's always a second backline of horses being able to take that damage. Okay, of course now we have to start moving with my horses because it would be absolutely ridiculous to try to tank it with anything else. Okay, I might do it like this. Infantry doesn't have that much damage, so I'll probably be fine. Infantry cavalry is perfect, so let's go. And it actually works perfectly. Okay, this is absolutely going well. I'm expending a few golden infantry, but it's just fine. And the key is to keep as much as you can for the last phase, including your bowmen, because you're going to use them as well. Okay, so this is really mixed. I kind of want to use the same formation, but probably going to lack some damage. That cavalry is going to hurt me a lot, but I don't think I have a choice. I might do it a little bit different like this. Let's go. Okay, that's absolutely perfect. And let's see how we have this. Another one mixed. I kind of like the cavalry thing, but I don't want to expand any more. Definitely going to take some damage if I continue with cavalry now. I don't want to waste these infantry at this point. It's too dangerous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using some spearmen as well on the front. What else do we have? Switch you around. It's a bit risky. I'm a bit weaker as well. It's going to cost me an infantry regardless. I'm not sure which challenge this one is. At this point it's too risky for me. So I'm going to switch you into an infantry as well. At least it keeps my rating at the same as them. Let's go. Okay, it's absolutely perfectly done. Not even taking damage on the cavalry. Didn't expect that. Okay, 3 more. That is perfect. I'm really happy about that. So this is of course as much spearmen as I can muster. And 2 infantry if possible. I don't really have 2 infantry. Then I have to start using my front line, which I don't really like actually at this point. So how am I going to fix this? I'm going to use 1 infantry. I have no choice. And I'm going to use a cavalry. Oh, I find this very risky. 2 front line technically enough. Yeah, should be fine. No, it wasn't fine. Okay, I ruined it. Professor X. Oh my god, I know you so well. You're actually my doom right now. Okay, I failed it. Too bad. Okay, let's just use whatever is low. And let's go. Throw a bowman. There's a bowman. Totally failed that. Okay. And this is why I need my spearman. The spearman I ruined already. Okay, my only chance is that the last one does not have cavalry, because then I'm dead. I'm gonna use all my cavalry here. Of course, all my spearmen, sorry. And 1 cavalry as well, front. Cavalry spear, there you go. That's my best chance. I know I'm using them all, I know. And they're all wounded, so it doesn't really matter. I ruined it. I should have gone 2 infantry. My infantry would have been way tankier. I want to save that 1 infantry. It's gonna cost me right away. Has to happens. Okay, let's just go. I kind of want to keep all these horses, except everything that's not max quality, so I might as well use them. And I still have this one, so let's go. Okay, last battle. Master is not that hard. They're all archers. This is really easy because I can just go full cavalry and I'll win. Okay, so this is Master. Even when you make a mistake like I just did on my spearman, which I definitely want to keep, it's not that hard. Make sure you always put the front line first, of course, and if necessary, use all your bowmen on the last one. And in this example, I can't show you, but what I normally do, if they have a mixed formation, you would probably die right away. So what I then do is I'm first starting to burn all my remnants, and actually keep Vice then. And you actually simply, I could just one-shot them with my cavalry, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start spending as much as my useless troops I have just to weaken their soldiers. Which is not that hard. And you just weaken him more and more and more and more. And then when he's weak, when he has only 3 million or 2 million left, you just throw in your strong army like this and you just blow them away right away. Let's just do the front line. This will just murder them right away. And that's usually the way to make it. Just keep as much troop as you want. You can only really spend 1 troop maybe per battle, or maybe 2 front lines, and that's all, and then you easily make it if you have enough commanders, of course. So Master, not that hard, not that easy either. But do it right way. You can make some mistakes, but don't make many. And make sure you're having a good gear. I can quickly show you. But my stats were not overly high. So look, I did have 2 defeats, which I did on purpose, of course. Well, you can see that the stat difference is massive. As soon as I open the right one, at least. And my stats were really low. Even with these low stats. I don't have much Lord bonus there. There I actually do. I thought I was half decent on stats, but actually with all these low stats, well, that's just the best example ever. Even if you have stats like these, which are absolutely nothing, you still can easily make it. Against whatever. It's Master. It's not that hard. If you have enough commanders, at least. Kind of wonder what's going on. Normally my stats are a little bit higher. As well as Dungeon Lord, everything helps. Hall of Faces, of course. So that's Master. It's not that hard, even with half decent stats, if you just play it really safe. Actually, don't use shooting cavalry on unless you would invested a lot in your bowmen. Just don't use the bowmen at all. Save them for the last fight and burn them all. That's the only way. And make sure you keep as much of the spearmen left, as much of your cavalry, as much infantry, a little bit mixed if possible, and preferably the stats where you have the highest stats with, you want to keep all of them alive and as much health as possible for the last 2 fights. So that's Master.